it's like. Well, I was gonna try just as you guys all scoot down and I just stand up. Yeah, let's get that. Let me unhook from you.
Andy at Creek, the field is yours for 15 minutes for pregame infield. 15 minutes.
You hear me, bud? Okay, we'd like to welcome everybody here to the Hot Dog Network here for today's IHSAA 2019 Baseball Regional, featuring your Frankfort Hot Dogs and the Indian Creek Braves. Both teams are just taking infield, waiting on the replenishment of bases and raking the field and the national anthem, and we'll be ready to get going. My co-partner here today for the announcing will be Mr. Brett Todd.
Hello, Billy, and I'd like to welcome everyone out here to Crawfordsville, Indiana, for a great day for baseball between the Indian Creek Braves and the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Certainly is a beautiful day, Billy. We're nested up here a little bit high behind home plate, a nice breeze, a tarp overhead to keep us cool from the sun.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Richard Slee for getting here early, setting up, get us a nice spot in the shade.
Yep.
Richard and Denny Joyner will be on the graphics today, so we got a nice little shelter up here. Keep us out of the sun a little bit, but we'll make do with what we got. We're just here ready for a great day of baseball between these two teams, so should be a fun, exciting day here. We'll give you a little recap of what we got going on team-wise here in just a couple seconds. Well, but it looks like going into today's game, we got the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Our Frankfort Hot Dogs overall is 18-7-1, 10-4 in the conference.
Yeah, and Indian Creek has been playing a really good baseball season. They are 20-10, coming off of a great sectional performance. Some really outstanding pitching on the Indian Creek team. Both their number one, number twos are throwing strong. Tremendous ERA, strikeout to walk ratio. We should see some really good pitching, good defensive game today. It's really what it's the field's set up for. We're going to see some probably some small ball. What do you think, Billy?
I would venture to say, yeah, you're correct. I think with Indian Creek's 1 and 2, and Frankfort's number 1, and Christian Lopez number 2, and Casey Henry, combined, I mean, these guys are stellar together. I mean, I think Lopez is 8-2 on the season, and Casey Henry, I think he's had a phenomenal year this year on the mound too. I mean, both 1 and 2, they've done a lot of work each game, so I think, Christian Lopez is 8-2 with the ERA at 1.79. Casey Henry, he's 9-1 with the ERA at 2.62. So, I mean, those guys together, 17-3 combined on the year. That's a heck of a workload between those two pitchers themselves. So, Indian Creek on the same stat. I mean, they're just as strong, and their pitchers have combined.
Yeah, they're a combined, Billy. They're pitching. Their earned run average for a baseball team is 1.73. That's just stellar. That's a
remarkable
strong, whether that's high school, college, or even pro. That's a tremendous performance for an outing of a high school pitching staff.
Absolutely. I think we're set up today, looking at everything we've looked at and doing all the research we've done. We're set up. This should be a very, very good game. Looking at, common opponents, with the Lebanon Tigers being a common opponent.
And I believe the Indian Creek had defeated Lebanon 6-0.
Yes.
And Frankfort has won 2 out of 3 from Lebanon.
I think we did beat Lebanon one game. 16-3?
16-3, and then played a back-to-back, kind of like a Tuesday, Wednesday doubleheader, so to speak, back-to-back, and 16-3, then lost 4-3, and then the great extra inning sectional victory of 5-4 on.
That was an excellent game last week with Connor Boone's leadoff double, and then Casey Henry hitting a nice one, another double to score Connor Boone for the go-ahead run there was just spectacular.
Yeah.
We're getting ready here, I think, for the national anthem. They're dragging the field again here, so once they get done with that, I think we'll be ready to take the national anthem and the starting lineups for both teams.
Yeah. And just let everybody who's watching us from home kind of know that the field is, the wind's kind of blowing out towards right field. Down the lines, we have 320 feet. The alleys are at 350. Dead center is 365. Looking at home runs on the season, our numbers here for Indian Hills has hit 5, and I believe Frankfort has hit 6 for the year. Billy, if my memory's correct, yeah, six home runs for the year. So this field should be favorable to a power hitter today, with a slight breeze out to the right center.
And I would guess with the pitchers that we're going to see on the mound, if you know, as they always say, the pitchers provide the power. So, you know, if somebody does get a hold of one and they lift it up into this wind with the way the wind's blowing, there's quite possibly we could see, you know, some deep balls today. So I think on this it's going to be I would look for a very defensive game as well as a very strong pitching performance on both sides. I mean, I think we knew coming into this game that this could be a battle with a pitching duel. So, I mean, there's nothing on paper that would expect us to have anything else.
Absolutely. And we'd like to see that in a regional. The semifinal, Game 1 of the Crawfordsville 3A Regional. The coaches are heading to home plate to exchange lineups. We have a 3-man crew, 4-man, we'll say the 4th coming out here today. So a full four-man umpiring crew from the IHSAA.
Looks like both stands are starting to fill up with Indian Creek fans as well as Frankfort hot dog fans. So this is always nice to see in a regional competition where, you know, the first game, both teams pack the stands, setting up for, you know, to cheer on their teams, and this is nice to see. Both teams dressed in blue, so Indian Creek with the looks like royal blue and red with white, and Frankfort hot dogs with the royal blue and black with white. So Indian Creek with the blue hats, Frankfort hot dogs with the white hats. So a lot of blue on this field today in a blue Crawfordsville Athenaeum Stadium.
So, and it is a field that Frankfort's familiar with. They do get to play here once a year during conference play, so it's nice to come back to a field that you're familiar with. Frankfort will be the home team today, so Indian Creek will get the first crack at the bat, so to speak. Yeah,
this is a very well-groomed field too. Maybe one of the nicest high school fields around the
all
state,
natural,
man. It's just all natural grass.
Yeah.
I mean, Frankfort. I would think defensively, Frankfort on the infield especially. You know, if there's any hops that are out there that, you know, you occasionally see on baseball fields like this, that, you know, Frankfort would have the advantage of understanding and knowing where to play the ball, you know, whether it be up or back. You know, with the outfield, you know, outfielders knowing the depth of the field dimensions and if there's any holes out there in the field, which, I mean, I'm looking around and I mean, it's solid green grass. I mean, it's beautifully mowed. It just looks good. It's very well taken care of. So I would expect, you know, for this regional game, the field is in as immaculate shape with all the rain that we've had here in the past weeks. This is just an amazingly beautiful field.
Yeah, and there you go, Billy, trying to jinx us by saying the word rain. You're throwing out that evil R word already, and we haven't even thrown the first pitch, Billy. We haven't even got through the national anthem, and you're talking about rain.
Well, the way things have been set up here lately, you can't help but think about it. But, you know, we did take a little glance at the forecast, and there is rain moving in. Looks to be somewhere around the 5 o'clock time, so we're hoping not. I mean, we would love nothing more than to just get this game in.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Crawford.
For all of our listeners at home, what we're going to take a moment here to rest our voice, and we'll raise up the mic here for the public address announcer to hear the lineups as well as the national anthem.
Against the home team, the sectional 25 champion, the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Crawfordsville Community School Corporation and the Indiana High School Athletic Association encourage positive sportsmanship and behavior at the game this afternoon. We remind you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when the proper respect is accorded to all. Please encourage your athletes and coaches with positive comments and acts. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the umpires umpire. We thank you for your cooperation and hope you enjoy today's contest. All right, let's meet the teams. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Sectional 27 champion Indian Creek Braves. First, the non-starters. Number 3, Devin Parr. Number 4, Xavier Ferris. Number 6, Wyatt Rund. Excuse me, sorry. Let's do the non-starters. Number 2, Chris Long. Number 5, Mitchell Walls. Number 7, Reed Kroll. Number 8, Zachary Scott. Number 16, Andrew Long. And number 32, Brett Coy. And now let's meet the starting lineups. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 10, Wyatt Phillips. Batting second and playing second, number 4, Xavier Ferris. Batting third, today's starting pitcher, number 9, Dustin Sprong. Batting cleanup, today's designated hitter, number 24, Trevor Ankney. He is hitting for the catcher, number 23, Cody Greider. Batting fifth and patrolling center field, number 11, Mason Britt. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 20, Colby Marker. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 6, Wyatt Rund. Batting eighth in left field, number 12, Clay Key. And batting ninth, the first base, number 3, Devin Parr. The Braves are coached by Mr. Steve Moritzi. And now the starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard, the Sectional 25 champion, Frankfort Hot Dogs. The non-starters, number 6, James Osler. Number 10, Cole Wills. Number 12, Benito Lopez. Number 16, Damian Lopez. And number 20, Kevin Lopez Perez. And now the starting lineups for the Hot Dogs. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 7, Roger Angeles. Batting second in left field, number 15, Connor Boone. Batting third and playing third, number 3, Jose Valdez Sandoval. Batting cleanup, the Hot Dog starting pitcher, number 2, Christian Lopez. Batting fifth in right field, number 9, Jack Wilkins. Batting sixth and playing center, number 13, Casey Henry. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 8, Braden Compton. Batting eighth and starting behind the plate, number 4, Deacon Spencer. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 1, Jade Ayers. The Hot Dogs are coached by Mr. Andy Dudley. Today's umpires: at third base, Mr. Jim Groover. At second base, Mr. Tony Monteleone. At first base, Mr. Phil Natero. And behind the plate, Mr. Tanner Hoots. Now, if everyone would please rise. If you are able, gentlemen, please kindly remove your caps and face the flag down the right field line, as we honor those currently serving, those who have served, and those who have paid the ultimate price in defense of the flag with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play regional baseball. Good luck to both teams and their coaches.
Okay, we'd like to welcome everybody back now. Lineups are in, both teams. Umpires have been introduced. Only thing left now is first pitch and a great game of baseball. What do you think, Brett Todd?
Yep, got a great our battery today is Christian Lopez throwing to Deacon Spencer. Should be a great game.
Deacon Spencer's a freshman, but has a lot of experience. I mean, he's played
A lot of travel baseball.
A lot of travel baseball. I mean, looking at the Frankfort lineup here, I mean, Connor Boone, another freshman out there in left field, he has a lot of travel ball experience as well, a strong freshman player. I mean, Frankfort on the mound with Connor Boone in left, Casey Henry in center, Jack Wilkins in right, Bladen Compton first base, Jay Ayers at second, Roger Angeles at short, and Jose Sandoval on third base on the other corner. Jose and Braden at first and third, they've been teammates on their travel ball team for several years now with Team Indiana. So, all these guys, I know Christian's he's played for the Bulls for a few years here now. Same as Connor Boone's, he's a Bulls member as well. I know Casey Henry in center field, he has, a lot of travel ball, and Jack Espinoza. Jack Wilkins, he has a lot of travel ball experience. So, I mean, these guys, this is the future of Frankfort baseball right now. I mean, Frankfort's future of baseball is relatively strong with these guys and everything that's coming in behind them. There's a ton of kids that make up the travel ball community there in Frankfort that have won a lot of championships.
There's what, 5, 6, 7 travel baseball teams, all at different ages, all the way from 8 all the way up to 14 that are out playing travel baseball, representing the Frankfort community all throughout not only the state of Indiana, but the Midwest as well, going to Ohio and Kentucky and Illinois and elsewhere.
Some of these guys,
baseball.
Some of these guys have been on some great teams. I mean, I know Connor Boone, Deacon Spencer, they've made the Great Lakes All-American team, Christian Lopez. So there's a ton of experience out here. Same with Indian Creek. I mean, they got some kids that represented the Great Lakes as well. So
the Braves shortstop number 10, Wyatt Phillips.
So as you heard, Wyatt Phillips takes the plate for Indian Creek. Wyatt's been batting, looks like 393 on the year with 120 plate appearances. So
First pitch is a ball.
First pitch, 2 o'clock. Temperature is currently 81 degrees.
81 degrees, 2 o'clock. Our first pitch here at Crawfordsville.
Pop fly, looks like to second base. Jay Ayers camped out underneath it for the first out of the game. So 1 batter, 2 pitches, 1 out.
Second baseman number 4, Xavier Ferris.
Xavier Ferris comes to the bat, batting .277 on the year with 121 plate appearances. Looks like he's a pretty solid base hitter with 26% base hits. So Lopez, a first pitch foul ball. Count 0-1. Second pitch.
Strong pitch.
Nice, strong fastball. Second pitch, strike 2 looking, so counts 0-2. Drop third strike. Deacon Spencer takes his time, gets the second out to Braden Compton on the assist. So third batter comes to the plate. Frankfort has 2 outs right now. So next batter, number 9, I believe is the pitcher, Dustin Sprong. He's batting a strong .408 on the season with 29 runs scored, 42 hits, 38 RBIs, leading the team. So this right here looks to be the strong bat on the lineup here for the Indian Creek Braves. First pitch is ball outside.
Just missed. Just missed.
He laid off that curveball just in on his hands. He thought about it more than once, I think. So that just tells you his plate presence is pretty strong here.
Good cut.
Yep.
Good cut.
Looked like a slider for Lopez. Strike one. Counts 2-1.
Foul ball.
Yep. Curveball in on the hands. Looks like Spong wanted to lay off of it, but couldn't. So it counts 2-2. Oh, long, deep shot. Off the wall.
Off the wall.
Fielded, thrown in. So.
A
Strong.
very long double to center field.
Yeah, that hit about halfway up the wall there at 365, so that was a nice shot by Spong. Good awareness, though, by Casey Henry to get that ball in as fast as he did because he was playing deep. They obviously had him read and, knew to play him deep because Casey is back. He's back pretty deep on that one. For a 365, it looked like Casey was playing about 340, so he wasn't giving him any extra base, and coming to the plate, that doesn't hurt you if you can get this out right here. Up to the bat.
Yeah, Trevor Anke, he's for the season he's batting .301.
So another solid bat. Looks like he's, again, he's got 25 hits and 20 RBIs. So, but he takes strike two looking there. So Lopez jumps early here with a 0-2 count with a runner on second base. Top of the first inning. He gives him a throwaway pitch there. See if he can catch him chasing. Nothing hurt with a runner on second base there.
Anke batting .400 on the season on the on-base percentage, or with runners in scoring. Yeah.
Okay. So again, he likes it with guys on. He's a pretty strong bat to have at the plate. I mean, you're not hitting in the four hole because you can't hit. So Lopez still well ahead in the count with another throwaway pitch. Gets away from Deacon Spencer. Deacon throws to first to check the appeal of the swing with 2 strikes. First place umpire says no, he didn't go. Runner advances on the wild pitch to third. Still no big deal. 2-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So Lopez still well ahead in the count. So it's 2-2 in the count. He's still ahead in the count. He can. I would venture to go. He goes down and away here inside. I mean, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. He gives him the look.
Yeah.
And yes, he gets the call. They say yes, he did go.
First base umpire rung him up, punched him out for the third out of the inning.
He goes down for the third out on the strike 3. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but it was definitely close. But I think he sold it with the shoulder turn.
Well, Billy, I will be a biased broadcaster right now and say I thought that was a strike across the plate. Anyway.
Well, I thought it could have been on that outside corner. So.
Well, for the inning, we have no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on third. So on the top half of the first, it's Braves 0, your Frankfort Hot Dogs coming up to bat.
On Twitter, at IHSAA 1. That's at IHSAA.
And we do have Spong on the mound for the Indians this year, as we talked a little bit about him early in the broadcast. But Dustin Spong, he is a senior, and so he's definitely must be the go-to guy here with he's got an ERA of .65. I mean that's pretty awesome considering he's 4-1 on the season. So this kid obviously knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean you're not 4-1 with an ERA of .65 because you don't know what you're doing at the plate on the mound.
I mean, you're talking about his proficiency on the mound. Let's look at this: 107 strikeouts in 53 innings. That's almost, that's right on two strikeouts an inning.
He's basically getting two guys to go down swinging or striking, looking an inning.
Faced 219 batters, struck out 107 of them. It's pretty good opportunity, or pretty good chance out there that a batter is going to strike out against this kid.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be a test for the hot dogs. I think if we, if Frankfort comes out and they can play some small ball, when needed to be, and make it happen, then that Frankfort's got some speed on the base pass. I mean, they got several kids that can run. They know how to make things happen, as we've seen last weekend in the sectional final game.
Now, Billy, kids at this age, now Sprung, he graduated. Actually, they did graduate commencement this morning. So at this age, what type of pitching or pitches do you think he has in his tool chest here?
Oh, I would just go venture say. I mean, if you're the starting ace for a team like this that has been successful over the years, you probably have, your typical 2-seam, 4-seam, slider, curveball, probably a knuckleball. So you're looking at 5 to 6 pitches that, he probably has in his arsenal. So anytime you have a pitcher that can throw 6 to 7 pitches, and if his fastball's, in the upper, he's in the 90s or something like that, he's going to be a tough pitcher to deal with at times. I mean, so he's going to keep our hitters on their toes at all times. And it's going to take, with 6, 7 pitches, it takes you a while sometimes to figure out what a pitcher's going to throw. I mean, some pitchers have a telltale, some don't. So I guess we'll see right here what happens.
Frankfort leads off with Roger Angeles, a .373 hitter for the season. First pitch high for ball 1.
Yeah, Angeles with 75 at bats, 23 runs scored, 28 hits, 14 RBIs. So, he's pretty solid bat, but he does have 4 doubles, so he's dangerous in the gaps. He is very quick on the base pass. So. Sprung fires back after a first high pitch ball with 2 consecutive strikes to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball up and over the Indian Creek dugout.
Yep. Forces count to still remain the same, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good curveball.
Curveball, 3rd strike. Yes.
Starts it out. He started that well in on the hands. Brought it back. So first, that's one of those deadly strikeouts we was talking about earlier. He's evidently got a nice repertoire. So bringing up the next batter, freshman Connor Boone, kind of the hero for the sectional championship the other night, driving one for a leadoff double with down run. So. Connor batting .325 on the season with 90 plate appearances, 25 hits, 13 RBIs. And he drives one right up the middle to lead off.
Kind of a seeing eye single up the middle there, Billy. That was a nice little shot up the center gap there.
Yep. That's a young kid in big opportunities right there.
Jose Valdez, Sandoval.
Number 9, bringing up number 5. Valdez Sandoval. Jose's a senior as well, so Jose is committed to play baseball, as well as teammate Casey Henry at St. Francis next year. Jose batting .312 with 85 plate appearances, 17 hits, 17 runs on 24 hits, 19 RBIs. He does have a home run on the season with 7 doubles. So again, he's capable of finding a gap, and another guy that's pretty quick on the base pass.
Fights off that curve.
That's nice. I mean, he's the kid's shown quickly that he has a pretty nice breaking ball. So
Big break. Big breaking.
It's covering a length of chalk line to chalk line. So they're gonna have to hang in there, and if one doesn't break, they're gonna have to be willing to take one for the team.
Keeping Connor honest over there. He was starting to get an extra step and a half off of that first base there.
Yeah, knowing Connor, he's
Great
like
speed.
get off that. Yeah, he's capable of running like a gazelle. So I mean, he's pretty fast. He can take that extra step. I know his mom Lisa doesn't mind washing his pants.
Get them dirty. They're not dirty. You didn't play, right?
That's right. That's what I always tell my players. You know, your parents are more than happy to wash your pants as long as you give 100%. Show that they deserve to be dirty. Another breaking ball. Wow. And quickly we see that this kid is why his strikeout ratio is what it is. He's got some good pitches.
Batter is the pitcher, number 2, Christian Lopez.
Here comes one of the captains of this team, Christian Lopez, batting .542 on the season, 89 plate appearances. He has 28 runs with 39 hits, 23 RBIs, 8 doubles, and 4 triples. So again, Christian, you know, he's, you know, obviously the biggest bat on the team here. So we'll see what he can do here to get these guys going. Leaves that one up. Christian has signed to play at Marian University next year. His brother Leo just graduated from Marian University, was a standout player there at Marian. So Christian's going to follow in his footsteps and take his college level baseball to the next level. There's that curveball again. He catches the outside corner. So that curveball's been highly effective, but I mean,
it's breaking. It's breaking of almost 18 inches out.
I think every batter but Boone has seen the breaking ball because Connor jumped on it, and Connor goes, he steals, but
strike three.
Strike three swinging for Christian Lopez. Well, after one complete inning here, both teams with one hit. So pitchers, again, we thought this would be a pitching duel, and so far, after one inning, it's held true.
First three batters for the Braves in the top half of the second inning will be Britt, Barker, and Rund. You're good at being you. You've been you for years. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is good at insurance. Find an agent to help you think about it at infb.com. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Also a final score from the other South Regional. Silver Creek defeated South Dearborn 10-6. So Silver Creek moves on to the regional championship in the other South Regional. Being off for the Braves in the top half of the second inning, number 11, Mason Britt.
So leading off for the top half of the inning for the Indians is Mason Britt. So
a 3-10 hitter. Takes a first swing strike from
Christian with a high fastball, gets him chasing a little bit there. Blitz produced as many hits as he has runs, both with 26 with 10 RBIs. So he's a middle lineup hitter. Typical what you see of a middle lineup hitter is somebody who can put the ball in play and move runners. But Lopez gets him again with another high inside fastball, gets him chased again. So maybe he's, knows what he likes, kind of feeding him to it. So saying, hey, it's a fastball, it's high. Can you hit it? Okay. Outside low, tries to get him chasing. Didn't go. He thought about it a couple times there, but Deacon Spencer with the quick awareness of did he go and check and tag him, see what happens.
Swing and miss.
Lopez tests him with the fastball. He says, hey, let's crank it up a notch. You like the high ones? I'll throw you some heat right down the middle.
That's his third strikeout of the game.
His third strikeout, so.
Colby, Marker.
Marker a 333 hitter. Ooh, gets him with a nasty curveball there. So, Marker a junior, batting 333 with 63 at bats, 21 runs, 21 hits, 14 RBIs. Again, he's in that middle of that lineup. So
straight up, coming at us, Billy. Get your mitt ready. Get your mitt ready. Oh man, that was close. I thought you were gonna get that one, Billy. I thought you almost had that. Did you bring like your fish frying basket with you? I know sometimes you like to travel with
if I'd have had my big net right there, we'd have caught it. We were that close. As long as it doesn't come through our canopy, we're in good shape. Because if the canopy gets a hole in it, that means the sun's down on us.
Well, let's be honest. If it hit us in the head, it probably wouldn't hurt us too much. Really? I mean, at the end of the day. That's what Donna would say, right?
Lopez doesn't get him to chase that high fastball, so count as 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Swinging, got away from Deacon. Yeah. He's going to get first base on that swinging strikeout.
That's a hard. He got him through the curveball, and it was just a hard one to handle because it was on the outside leg of Deacon Spencer. But Deacon, he did a good job of keeping it in front of him, so. It wasn't a pass ball, but it went down the third base line with a relatively strong block there. There's not a whole lot that can be done about that. Both guys did what they needed to do. Normally, that's a good pitch to get a guy to chase on if you get it and you.
Frankfort coach Dudley out on the mound. Billy, in your experience, is this just an opportunity to settle your catcher down a little bit?
He's probably just going, hey, no big deal. Don't worry about it. Just say, let's keep everything out in front of us. We continue to do what we do. It's not a big deal. You got a runner on first. You got 1 out. You're through the middle of the lineup here. You're starting to get down into the, lower hitters of the thing. I'm sure now we're probably going to see a little bunt coverage. Sandoval's probably going to move in here a little bit. So, with just a little prevent defense here. Sandoval does move in.
Oh, just missed that. Just missed that outside corner, Billy. Check out Marker there on first. He's starting to. He's getting about a half step more than he did first. Christian looking over.
Deacon staying on the outside to make sure that he gets his pop time can get up, and if Marker does take off, then Deacon's got a good line of sight to catch and release. Be at 2-0. It is a short hit.
Hey, there. Wow.
Safe at first.
Safe at first. Out it. Cut the.
We took the force out with the lead runner there at second. Sandoval to Ayers. Ayers kind of had to jump in the air though to get out of the way of that slide. So it was a tough catch and throw. So, but it was a really nice stretch by Braden Compton. He was out there almost in the splits trying to make that happen. So, kudos to Braden Compton for doing what he needed to do to try to make that closer than what it probably should have been. So,
we got a 5-4 fielder's choice. That runner back on first, 2 outs. Straight
pop up, straight up. Deacon
Deacon find it.
Spencer's.
Find it. Christian found it.
Christian
There we
Lopez
go.
comes in for the out. That's a
Right in the foul, right on the other side of the foul territory.
that's a tough catch for Deacon. It's a
It really
heads
is.
up play for the senior Lopez to say, hey, it's coming back in. Your back's turned the other way. Let me get this. Just take a step out of the way. I got you. So good communication, effective communication gets the third out for the inning. So.
First three batters for the Hot Dogs in the bottom half of the second inning will be Wilkins, Henry, and Compton. At Ivy Tech Community College, you can prepare for a high-paying, in-demand career in just 2 years. Or you can transfer your credits to a 4-year university and get a bachelor's degree for less. Visit Ivy Tech online at ivytech.edu/apply now. Ivy Tech is a proud sponsor of the IHSAA.
Okay, we're at the bottom half of the second inning here. Jack Wilkins leading off for the Hot Dogs. Jack is a junior, batting .382, 29 hits, 21 RBIs, 7 doubles on the season. Spong starts off with one of those curveballs, see if he can get Jack to chase. Jack says, nope, a little too far outside for me. Hard fastball right down the middle, driving the count to 1-1. Bottom half of the second inning. Score 0-0. Both teams have 1 hit each. So this, again, 2 innings, this pretty strong pitching duel. So, as we expected. Another high pitch. Jack lays off. Driving the count to 3-1. Hitters count here coming up. So Jack with .382 understands, this is probably a pitch he's going to get to see. And he does. He chases a high inside fastball. I think that was probably ball forward, but, every batter has a pitch they like to hit, and evidently that's Jack's pitch.
Another breaker coming here, Billy.
Probably, yep. Big curveball gets him, starts it on his back shoulder, ends it on his kneecap. I mean, 4 strikeouts now on 4 curveballs.
Yes.
So,
center fielder number 13, Casey
I mean,
Henry.
Frankfort's dugout's got to be looking at that and going, "Hey guys, you know what's coming."
Yep.
He's got everybody so far on a breaking ball. Casey Henry, another senior, batting .297 with 22 hits, 12 RBIs, and 3 doubles, and he also has a home run, so he's got some power. As I said earlier, Casey Henry is another one of those commits with Sandoval that he'll be attending St. Francis University to play baseball. He's got the curveball working, that's for sure. So, the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch away, making it 2-2. Oh, and he starts that one on the back shoulder. Doesn't get the break he was looking for, and Henry doesn't bail out. He takes it. He felt it.
You can see Sprung's reaction as soon as he released that ball. He knew that it just slid off the fingers, and he just didn't
there
have
was
that
nowhere for it to go,
him.
and Henry sat on it and waited on it, actually. So, I mean, doing what a hitter does and watching it all the way in, and he just takes it in the hip. So Henry's on first base with one out with a pickoff attempt.
Also great speed on the base pass.
Yes. Frankfort's
really got a good lineup once they get on base with their speed, their ability to move the runners around. Let's see what Coach Dudley has planned here. Pulls it back.
Compton gets it back. Braden Compton, Jr., batting .269, 21 hits, 14 RBIs, 4 doubles. So they're playing a little prevent defense on Compton. As we thought this would happen, both teams get a runner on base. I would say that both coaches understand that, hey, you're going to have to play some small ball to make some things happen.
This is not going to be a game with 5, 6, 7 hits.
No.
Oh,
a pass ball. So the fake bunt attempts does seem to rattle the pitcher and catcher a little bit. Everybody else fools them too, so.
It's almost a little conversation. I don't know if.
Well, they thought he went on that, and the umpires got together, said no, he did not go, so the count is 2-0 with a runner on second here. Henry advances on that wild pitch, which is I would think now if you're Frankfort, if you got somebody that can bunt down the first base line, it'd be a great opportunity to
push that right down there, get the runner on the third with 2 outs then.
Ooh, and he takes looks like a mid-waist outside pitch. Compton doesn't bite, so makes the count 3-1. Deacon Spencer on deck. Deacon has great speed, so if you're looking for a bunt opportunity, this right here, this is
that was a ball 4.
Yep, that's ball 4, so Deacon Spencer coming up. Deacon has great speed, and he has probably some of the best base running, at the youth level and stuff coming in that I've seen. Deacon's very, very well on the base path.
Good baseball staff.
Yes, but very good baseball. He understands the game.
Knows the situations. Executes when the coach gives the instruction.
Yes, absolutely. So, if he can. If I'm Coach Dudley here, and I know Deacon's an all-around, pretty solid, pretty quick kid, I may attempt to bunt down the first base line, just to move that runner with Jade Ayers on deck. So maybe Jade can come in, drive one in the gap. Good things happen. You go up 1-0, you get the lead early. Teams can get rattled up by something like that. So let's see what happens here.
Good chopper.
Deacon does put it in play, and they can't field it. Both guys, and Deacon with his speed beats it out on the bobble.
An error on the second baseman, bobbled out there.
So great chop by Deacon Spencer. That's better than a bunt situation right there. It's just too hot to handle, and playing this grass, you don't know. It looked to me like he expected it down, and the ball jumped up, and he caught it with his bare hand.
Took a little Crawfordsville bounce here this morning.
So now we got bases loaded with Jade Ayers up. Jade batting .208 with 18 runs scored, 15 hits, 11 RBIs. Takes the first pitch strike looking. So we got bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Another fastball. Ayers can't quite catch up to it. It was a good swing. Just looked like he went underneath it. So, again, the pitcher's providing power. If Jade can get it, it could be a deadly shot here. He does foul that one off.
Got a foul ball down the first base line into left. Oh, good hustle by the first baseman.
Boy, he
just a little too far out for him.
I would say he's got some speed there because he ran halfway out to the outfield down the line in deep foul territory to come within a glove length of getting that.
A little 40-yard sprint there.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a hobble coming back into the field of play, though. So another big curveball, but that one's high. He didn't get that one down. If I'm Ayers here, I got to be thinking curveball. I mean, from here on out, you got to sit on it and drive it because he's got you deep in the count. He can do anything he wants here, throw anything he wants. So it counts 2-2. 1 out, bases loaded. Jade Ayers at the bat. There's that curveball again, but it misses outside. It's inside the white line. Catcher misses. So we got a full count scenario. Bases loaded here.
1 out, Billy.
Yep. Spong is he's going to have to throw a pitch here, and Ayers knows it. So, and he gets him looking with a fastball. So Spong gets out of a jam on that one with 2 outs. Bringing up Roger Angeles.
Turn to the top of their order with the shortstop, number 7, Roger.
Top of the order
Angeles.
for Angeles. Angeles struck out last time. He got that curveball, the first hanging curveball that we've seen. So, kind of come in on his back shoulder and caught him on his knee. And again, he sprung, starts off with a curveball, and misses just to the outside. Angeles with great speed, so if he could hit one in the gap here, I mean, there's a lot of speed on those base paths. We could potentially score 2. And Angeles drives one to center. Center field's camped out underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. Indian Creek gets out of a big jam there with bases loaded, 1 out to shut down the Hot Dogs from scoring. So, but that was a good inning with the Hot Dogs. That's a good test to say, hey, we can hit, we can get on base, we can make things happen.
We go to the 3rd, no score.
So we go to the top of the 3rd inning.
They have 9, 1, and 2 coming up, Billy.
9, 1, and 2.
As a proud supporter of all the
Creek.
student athletes competing in the baseball state tournament, Methodist Sports Medicine has been the official sports medicine provider of the IHSAA for over 30 years. With 6 convenient locations across central Indiana, Methodist Sports Medicine is a nationally recognized leader in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic injuries. For locations, clinic hours, or to schedule an appointment, go online to methodistsports.com.
In film.
The Braves will have 9-1-2 up in the top half of the 3rd inning in the form of Parr, Phillips, and Ferris.
So leading off the top half 3rd inning for Indian Creek will be Parr, batting .224, 7 runs on 15 hits, 14 RBIs. Then we'll be at the top of the order.
Braves in the top half of the 3rd inning. First baseman number 3, Devin Parr.
Parr is the first baseman who just made that heck of a play out there trying to go for that ball. He was just a glove length short. Lefty. Jose puts the old bunt defense in here for the left-handed batter.
Nice first pitch.
Lopez starts off with look like a little bit of a circle change maybe. Then he lines one out to, left field. Connor Boone lays out, makes the very nice grab for the first out.
There's the Braves leadoff man, the shortstop, number 10, Wyatt Phillips.
Lefty did his job. He hit a nice shallow hit. Connor just made a nice play coming in. So
Phillips popped up to the second baseman, Jade Ayers, in the 1st inning.
first pitch for Lopez, high and away. Lopez throws that one right down the middle for him. He takes it looking, so drives the count to 1-1, 1 out. top of the third inning. Score 0-0. Lopez with the fastball on the outside. Ball 2. Oh,
Ooh.
nice curveball. Nice curveball there. He gets him. Phillips had a big swing on it, though. He was prepared. He did swing at it, so it didn't fool him any, but Lopez just got him on the outside, and
up over the mitt of an outstretch Roger there at shortstop.
Angeli just couldn't quite get to it. It was a nice little valet blooper right over the shortstop's head. One of those, I like to call them the softball hits, the ones you can't do anything about. They're right there. You can't make a play on them. So nothing hurt, though, from the Hot Dogs.
Their Indian Creek second hit of the game. Xavier struck out, dropped third strike. Last time at bat.
Imagine Lopez isn't too worried about the guy on first. He's going to go after this batter because he knows if he can get this out, that guy really doesn't mean anything. He shows bunt.
Nice dig by Deacon.
Sandoval comes hustling in, so good awareness. Okay. Third base corner crashing again. Deacon lined up on the outside. And
right back out at us. Right at the net.
So we got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the third with the runner on first base for the Indian Creek Braves. Score 0-0. Nice chest high inside fastball. Gets him to chase it. Making count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice curveball. And pick off attempt.
Got him.
Deacon Spencer with a nice throw to first base. Runner does not get back in time for the second out of the game. Second out of the inning.
Just a fantastic
situational,
situational awareness there.
Deacon throws it to the outside of the bag. Compton swipes on the inside for the nice tag and the out.
Second out of the game, for the inning.
So, again, another phenomenal play by a freshman at catcher, on a great awareness situation for the out. And that's got to give you, the bench and the coaching staff and everybody on the field a little confidence saying, hey, we're here to play.
Yeah, foul ball.
Foul ball over towards
Braden,
the first base
can
side.
He get there? Is there enough room? Ooh, he was right up against the fence.
Yeah,
Nowhere to
just
go.
out of play.
Got a full count, foul ball. Reset it.
We've had a nice grab by the freshman in left field to start out, and then another nice play by the freshman behind the plate. So, this freshman talent here it's showing its teeth early. Takes a ball 4 high and in. Indian Creek, that could be a costly mistake. They could have runners on first and second right now with 2 outs, but anything can happen.
Sprung went deep, 365, halfway up that fence for a double.
Looks like Henry's playing him about 345 this time, saying, hey, hit it out here this time. I will catch it. And he ropes it. Man, he's just a strong bat at the plate. Wilkins says, no, I got you to a single.
Nice cut, though.
So Sprung doing it on the mound and doing it with his bat. I mean, both, so.
Better is the designated hitter, number 24, Trevor Ankney.
Kid's batting 408 on the season, but he's batting 1,000 today, so.
So in high school baseball, Billy, we can use a courtesy runner. So
Yep.
Indian Creek has entered into the game Reed Crawwell, number 7, to run for Sprong out there on.
Which, typically you'll do with your pitchers because, you don't want to get them injured on a base path, get hit by a ball, a slide tag, or something go down in a crucial game or a time. So, the courtesy runner is highly typical. Lopez starts off with a curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. Again, we got 2 outs, runner on first and second, top of the 3rd inning. 0-0 the score. And Lopez gets him on another curveball. He didn't act like he wanted to go too awful bad, but Ankney decided that he'd already started his swing. He might as well finish it. Again, we're here at the 2019 IHSAA Baseball Regionals, where the Frankfort Hot Dogs are the home team, hosting the Indian Creek Braves here in Crawfordsville, Indiana.
And what you're seeing right here, Billy, pardon the interruption there, you have the runner on second, Ferris, is motioning to the batter that the Deacon's going outside.
Yeah, you in baseball, you take any advantage you can get. I mean, so if you can, the catcher at this age, they don't move till it's too late, where the batter doesn't really have a chance, so his eyes are out there on the mound. So your second baseman is going to be the best guy to give you the advantage to where your catcher's lining up, where you can't really take your eyes off of him. Your catcher will typically move, then reset, and move again. That way to keep you kind of on your toes. So here we are, 2-2, 2 outs, runner on first and second. Little payoff pitch here. Oh, yeah. Nice dig by Deacon Spencer, because that was a nice curveball that broke quite a bit to the outside. So now we drive it to full count, but
Full count. We'll see the runners moving here with 2 outs.
yeah, they're going to go on the pitch. I mean, regardless, 2 outs.
A line drive to outfield.
This is an advantage situation sometimes because everybody's moving, so it's an extra base hit and they get a foul ball.
Foul ball.
So if they can get the runners in motion quick enough, early enough, and there is a ball dropped in, it can potentially become a run because, they know something's happening, whether it's a walk or whether it's a strikeout, whether it's a hit. It's definitely an advantage for the guys up the bat. And there they go. And he gets him on a 3rd strike. Gets him right at the knees. Looked like a fastball right at the knees, and he watched it go by, and the umpire says, nope.
Nope.
3rd strike.
Braves do get 2 base hits, leave the bases loaded.
Just like Sprung got some help out there in the field and worked out a bases loaded situation. Christian pitched himself out of this. And got that punch out from the home plate umpire to stop the threat here in the top of the 3rd.
4 hits in a game. So it's kind of the, again, as we said at the beginning of the broadcast, with the 2 pitchers that are on the mound, these are 2 top-level pitchers going at it. I mean, you're not playing this level baseball, with these kind of records that these guys have by not knowing what you're doing when you're on the hill. And these guys are both bringing their A game today. Sprung's doing it with his bat and, on the bump. So, I mean, he's game ready to play. And we were kind of worried today on, what Indian Creek would do since they graduated this morning. Having to be up early this morning, go to graduation, sit there all day long, and then be ready and mentally prepared to play a regional baseball game. I mean, why some of your classmates have graduation, open houses today and everything else. Frankfort graduated last week, so, they're kind of sitting there going, hey, what, this is a tough spot for Indian Creek. So, but to me it looks like Indian Creek says, hey, graduation is a great thing, but winning this baseball game is what we're here for.
Yeah. And Vincent's Lincoln are also no score going into the 3rd.
When it's a winner take all, move on or go home, whether you're a freshman or a senior, you're ready to play some baseball.
That's right. You know, these
Leading
freshmen
off
that
for the
aren't
Hot
graduating,
Dogs in
sophomores
the
and
bottom half
juniors,
of
you
the
know,
third inning is the left
that
fielder, number 15,
mentally they were
Connor
prepared to play a baseball game. These seniors, this is it for them. So they're mentally prepared to play a baseball game. And baseball players, you know, that's the mentality they have when they step on the field. They're here for one thing and one thing only, do a job. And the job is to win the game.
Connor Boone up to the plate, takes a first strike.
Connor hit a seeing eye single right up the middle last time. A little lace shot right back up. Takes ball one low, so making the count 1-1. Fouls that one out of play.
Well, he just hung with that curveball, Billy. He
He's
kept those hands high.
He stayed right in there.
Right there, the hands back, hands high.
He's obviously been
go.
that dugout paying attention, you know, because he didn't get to see a curveball last time. He do it the first pitch, and Spong says, "Here, take this high fastball and see what you can do with it." And Connor swings, give it a nice swing, but just no contact. Bringing up Valdez Sandoval.
6 strikeouts for the graduated senior Sprong.
Doing what it says he did all year on paper. So starts off with that, you know, big curveball right there. Takes ball one away. Again.
Outside for ball 2.
Straight out of play.
Up and out of the stands over onto our Crawfordsville softball diamond behind us.
Again, we're here at Crawfordsville High School. What a beautiful facility they have here. Well groomed, well maintained. It looks absolutely stunning for not only the players, but the fans as well. What a play. Shortstop had him pegged up the middle. Nice solid hit, but the shortstop just cheated over far enough to make that play. Didn't sound like he hit it with all the solidness of the bat, but you know, he got a piece of it and drove it. Just well played. Making that second out of the inning. Bringing up Jack Wilkins.
Christian.
Oh, Christian Lopez, my fault. Christian Lopez. Lopez struck out his first at bat. Another victim of the deadly curveball. Takes curveball, ball one, a little high. We're in the top of the third inning. Leaves it low and away for ball 2. Spong wanted that outside corner. The umpire says nope, a little too far out. Ball 3, low and away. Driving the count to 3-0. 2 outs. So, you know, this isn't a bad walk. This being, you know, the biggest hitter on the team here. So sometimes strategically, you know, you take a guy like this, you put him on, hoping that, you know, the 2 guys behind him don't hurt you.
And those 2 guys, Billy, Jack and, well, Casey got hit by a pitch in his first at bat.
But he does hit it to the shortstop again. Makes a great play on it. First base stretches out to the inside of the bag, gets the third out of the inning. Taking us to the top of the 4th inning with the Braves with 3 hits, Hot Dogs with 1. Score 0-0, though, after 3 innings completed.
Braves will have Brett, Marker, and Rund up in the top half of the 4th inning. The IHSAA is proud to use products from Wilson Sporting Goods. For athletes to perform their best, they require the best, and that's what Wilson has delivered for over 100 years. Learn more at wilson.com. Leading off for the Braves in the top half of the fourth inning, the center fielder number 11, Mason Brent.
Here we are for the start of the top half of the fourth inning. Score 0-0 after 3 innings of play. Up the bat for the Braves, but who we got? Britt?
Yeah, Mason Brett, who struck out in the second inning.
He takes ball 1 outside looking on the first pitch. Right back at us. So making count 1-1. Another high fastball for strike 2. Make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, curveball inside. Britt doesn't move. He says, hey, if it comes in, I'm taking it.
I think they have some ice in the dugout.
Yeah, he was not budging, which is, what you want to see out of a hitter up there. Don't bail out and give up that third strike on a curveball when you know it's coming. Nothing irritates a coach more than that than a kid that's bailing out knowing a curveball is coming at that time. Takes looks like a foul tip, third strike. Deacon catches it for the first out of the inning. Good awareness back here by Deacon Spencer.
That is the right fielder, number 20, Colby Marker.
In the second inning, Billy, Cody reached first on that drop third strike and then was put out on the fielder's choice, the next hitter.
Takes strike 1 looking on the first one, right down the middle. Nice hanging curveball there by Lopez for strike 2. Lopez way ahead in the count. So look at Lopez with 61 pitches so far in the game. Still looks really well. So just misses on that outside corner.
Just a bit outside.
Deacon gave it and held it and said, hey, you might want to get a second look at that. And the umpire says,
no, thank you.
I don't need no second look.
I got him.
I've done made the call. Gets him on a nice changeup on the inside for strike 3. Making that 2 outs.
For 6, Wyatt Rudd.
Wyatt runned up the bat for the Indians now. Junior, batting .279 again.
Hit into the fielder's choice over to Jose at third base in the second inning.
Okay. Wild pitch gets just on the outside of Deacon's glove. No, nothing hurt. Ball outside. No runners on. So far, we've 4 3.5 innings here. It's been a overwhelming pitcher's duel. As you know, we knew coming into today that these guys they're going to pitch who they got to get to the championship. So, and
Right up the middle. Nice stroke. Nice stroke.
Yep, just a lace right up the middle, right where nobody is. Something you always preach to your kids at a young age, man. If you hit it up the middle, who plays behind the pitcher? Nobody.
Nobody.
So, if you can get away with driving it back to where there's nobody at, I mean, unless the team's got you pegged and putting a big shift on you, the middle is generally open.
Up to bat is Clay K, who popped up to Christian.
Takes ball one on the inside. Looked like a curveball on the inside. Just missed. Again, we appreciate all our fans watching us out there on the Hot Dog Network via YouTube. I myself, again, here with co-hosting with Mr. Brett Todd. Fly ball to shortstop. Angeles is under it for the third out of the inning. Again, myself co-hosting here with Brett Todd with Richard Slee and Denny Joyner doing the graphics and computer work behind us.
And Denny's son up running the camera high above the football stadium, just right behind the third base. Doing a great job.
We appreciate the opportunity to come out and call this game today. These guys give us a call, and we are more than obliged to come out and help out and support our hot dogs and doing what we like to do, call a baseball game, be at a baseball game, whatever it is.
And Billy, you mentioned YouTube, but we'd also like to thank a couple other networks here that are working with us today, MTC Sports and the ISC Sports Network. So thank you to both of them for allowing us to kind of jump on their network as well and see a great regional baseball game here in Crawfordsville, Indiana.
We're obviously we might have our own opinion here and might be a little biased, but I think we're probably one of the nicest facilities in the state today, hosting this game, watching this game. So, I mean, we're very fortunate to have the weather we've had, and, the sun is still shining out here, looking nice. You got a nice little breeze behind us. Just a great day for a baseball game. We played 3.5 innings of play. Score is still 0-0. Your Frankfort Hot Dogs and your Indian Creek Braves. So, Braves have managed to get 4 hits on the day so far. Hot Dogs with 1. Braves have 1 error. Hot Dogs have none.
Bottom half of the 4th inning. Number 9, Jack Wilkins.
Hot Dogs start off with Jack Wilkins.
Jack went down on strikeout in the second inning of his first at bat.
Take strike 1 on the outside. Right on that black part of the rubber. Looks like he was pegged in. Oh, another curveball too far inside that doesn't break. Jack stands there, lets it hit him. He'll walk down to first base. Sprong knew it when he let it go, that he just didn't quite get the finger rotation on the baseball, and it hung outside. Second batter hit today by Sprong. Both on the curveballs, but, it happens when you got a big pitch like that. Throw down. Sandoval gets off. Oh boy. Sandoval looked like a little drop in the dirt by the catcher. The catcher throws to first. Sandoval gets hung out to dry, but the first baseman just couldn't quite get the handle on it. Sandoval says, well, I don't have anywhere to go, so I'll go to second and take my chance.
I have no other place.
I'm
going to get voted off the island if I get back to first. I might as well
he's dead
see
meat,
what I
dead
can
to
do.
rights, so he just went ahead and said, hey, I'm already going. I take my chance, and he's in there safe, so we got a runner at second now. We got a pass ball. And Sandoval goes to third on the pass ball.
And Casey was squaring up to bunt there.
Yeah,
and,
which, again, we said it in the broadcast. I mean, these coaches are looking at scenarios, and this is still a bunt opportunity. I mean, if with with Sandoval at Jack at third base, and Casey up, Casey's got some speed. If he could shove a bunt down the first base line, we could potentially see a score here, because you're going to make Indian Creek make a decision. Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Oh, catches the umpire right in the throat.
Yeah, you could. We're sitting behind home plate here, and you could hear that ball come back and get that.
Yeah, he took that one. I do more than my share of umpiring, and I can tell you there's one place you ultimately don't want to get hit, and that's inside that collarbone, lower neck region area, because the sting doesn't go away for today, tomorrow, or the next day. So
he's going to feel this to about Wednesday, is what you're saying.
He's, and I always like to joke around with my umpires, and myself as well, and say that's why you get paid the big bucks.
So we got a 2-ball, 1 strike on Casey.
Yep. I'm still, if I'm Indian Creek, I'm playing prevent on the first base corner side, because, again, you force that ball down that first base line. You force the pitcher or somebody to make that play to first. They have a decision to make. Do you hold it and prevent the runner at third and take the out at first? What is it you do?
And here, Billy, when that first baseman was charging, the second baseman wasn't going over to first.
And Casey gets fooled on an outside called strike there, takes off walking, so driving the count to full count now. So now there's not going to be a bunt attempt here, so with full count. So Casey's swinging away with full count.
Still got your first baseman in on the grass.
And he slaps at it for strike 3. Wasn't quite the swing that he had wanted to take at the pitch, but, in a situation you're put in, again, sometimes you're not up there for yourself. You're up there for the team. So,
yes. Yep.
And unfortunately, you couldn't get that bunt down, and you didn't really get a pitch to put that bunt down, so you're at the mercy of the team now. Bladen takes ball 1 high. Bladen Compton up the bat.
He walked his first time at bat, Billy.
Dudley's still probably looking to make things happen here. I mean,
yeah.
You're in the middle part of your lineup here.
Corners are in.
Big swing by Compton. Couldn't quite catch it. Make it a count 1-1. Bladen getting the swing away sign evidently, so Jack doing a great job of keeping the third base over to his side, opening up a nice gap there just on the other side of the third baseman between third and short. Short is playing a little prevent up the middle here, so Jack he keeps pulling him over there. If Bladen can hit that gap, I mean, this is...
Well, if he can just push the ball past that third baseman.
Spong misses on that pitch, just outside, driving the count to 3-1. This umpire, he's tight. He's not giving any corner. You're going to have to hit it to get it. So he goes up high with Compton. Compton chases what I believe was ball 4, but Spong's got him guessing. It was a hitter's pitch, so. Full count inside, misses inside.
Sprung really thought that he got that corner.
Yeah. Didn't quite get the inside corner he wanted. Catcher's going to go out and talk to him about it. So is the coach. He's going to take a second, just calm down. At this point in stage, he's probably just going to tell him, hey, don't let your emotions get the best of you. If it's a walk, it's a walk. Settle down. You're not hurt. You still got one out. You got runners on the corner. Your double play ball is still in effect here, so you're not really in a situation that, as a pitcher, that you need to panic yet.
And let's talk about this right now, Billy. You got runners on first and third with one out. what are they discussing about if Braden takes a breaks from there to go from to try to steal second?
At this point, with the game the way it is, as a coach myself, I'm not going to give up the lead, so I'm going to let him go. I'll let him go, take my chances, especially if I can get this out at the plate. With 2 outs, Deacon hit that chopper to second base last time, so, you want to take out the double play if you can. And Deacon
nice
hits
shot.
it to short, and it's
bobbled.
bobbled, and
Safe.
everybody's safe, and the run scores, and error on the shortstop. Just couldn't hit.
Frankfort
Deacon again hits a hot shot.
Yes, and Frankfort takes the lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th.
The freshman coming in again in a big situation and does it again. All you ask him to do is put the bat on the ball, and he does just that.
That is the second baseman.
And good things happen.
Jade Ayers.
Deacon Spencer. And that scoring the first run of the game now, you gotta kind of wonder, is that rattling a team? Is it, what's that doing to, the morale? Jade Ayers takes pitch 2 for a ball. Again, we're here at the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out. Runner on first and second. 1-0. Your Frankfort Hot Dogs. 2 balls. 1 strike. Jade Ayers at the plate. Jade Ayers, last batter, bringing up the top of the order in the next. So we can make something happen here. Bong with another outside pitch. Fastball. Catches that corner. Making it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1 run scored for the Hot Dogs this inning. Is with
chopper,
a
chopper.
full swing,
Great.
Full swing
Beat
bunt
it out.
and beats it out. Nothing you can do if you're Indian Creek about that. Just a full swing bunt.
Just got enough of the plate, enough of a pop into the grass. The catcher did everything he was supposed to, threw the mask, got up on the ball,
You're
came
at
up
the
firing.
hang time of the mercy of the ball. The ball hit the plate, bounced high in the air. You can't do anything but wait on the ball to come down at that point. And the whole time you're waiting, the runner's just with
chopper.
a
Now
you got a big
chopper.
full swing.
Great.
1 out. Top the lineup up. Roger Angeles with a deep fly ball to center field. Oh, no. And, Braden Compton gets it. No. Whoa. Braden Compton is out. So we had a catch. Compton tag. He doesn't tag. He runs. I think he got mixed up in how many outs there was there, so he had to go back. There was a pass ball. Compton takes off. Collision at the plate, and he's called out for the 3rd out.
Now, is Indian Creek asking the home plate umpire, because he left, that's an ejection, that he's not allowed to do that? Or was that one of their what they were contesting?
I'm not sure
there?
what they were contesting there.
But it seems like everybody's level-headed and everybody's going back to the dugout.
It's just Braden went up off his feet. I know, it's a little different in travel ball. Travel ball, you cannot leave your feet at any base. If your feet leave, you are out and subject to ejection at that point. So high school is a little bit different on that rule. If the catcher gets the ball in the line of sight, the runner has the right to the plate. So at that point in time, what I'm guessing they're saying is, where was the ball in conjunction to the runner? Did the runner jump into the line? Was he inside the line of play, which makes him live? I mean, so you don't like to see it by any means ever, but again, you're entitled to the base path.
Yes.
We need your help so the youth in our community can develop advanced leadership
So the
skills
Hot
to
Dogs
continue
come
to
away
have
there
these
with
and
one
many other
hit
opportunities.
and
your
one
help getting high
run
school
to take the lead
administrators and
1-0
coaches
after
the
4
instruction and
complete
insight
innings
they
of
need
play,
to be better role models and teachers.
bringing up the
To
5th
learn
inning.
more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAA.
Winner of this game tonight moves on to play
will not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA,
the winner of
you'll be
Cardinal
contributing to
Ritter
the
and
foundation
Edgewood at
of
8
our
p.m.
community.
tonight. So Frankfort would definitely like to be in that championship game tonight, facing the
Leading
winner.
off for the Braves in the top half of the 5th inning, the first baseman, number 3, Devin Parr.
Indian Creek comes to the bat, the top half of the 5th inning. Devin Parr up the bat. How effective has Parr been today? But
his first at bat, he flew out to the left fielder, Connor Boone. He did that stretch out catch out there.
The old freshman come in and made a nice diving play. Lopez still pushes the ball to the outside, saying, hey, push it over there again.
And that's pitch number 68 for Christian.
Okay. Still looks to be, well in the threshold of looking good here.
Ooh, went in right on his hands.
Nice
there.
slider. Nice slider.
He wasn't.
Cutting in.
I think he was expecting another outside pitch there, and he run that ball inside on him. Went back outside high.
Puts it back outside, keeping him guessing. I would guess you're going to see a curveball probably in on the hands here. Low, maybe, right around the knee area. Try to get him chasing, maybe force Deacon to block a low inside pitch. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we see a fastball in on the hands.
And that is strikeout number 8.
Strikeout number 8. Wow. Again, a pitcher's duel. Only 6 hits in the game. The difference is the 2 errors on the scoreboard that the Braves have had, both at the helm of Deacon Spencer's bat. One on the shortstop, one on the second baseman. He's put the ball in play, and it's just been too hot to handle.
Wyatt Phillips up the bat. First time it popped up to second, and then hit that little line drive out to left field. Last time I played.
He takes ball 1 outside. Lopez with the curveball, doesn't quite get it.
Little habanero there for you, Billy.
That was a pretty good one. He must have just missed on that inside corner because, boy, he definitely fooled the batter. He bailed out. So we got 2 balls, no strikes. And we get a deep fly ball. Foul.
Foul ball.
Just a long strike.
A 315-foot foul ball there, Billy.
Yeah.
The wind is picking up a little bit. It seems like the wind's now pushing maybe more out towards center.
I would guess after
right
that,
center
Lopez is going to come in on his hands. Then if he gets him here, he'll force him back out on that outside. He does hit him up in the air again. He gets it up in the air. We're camped out under it. Wilkins says, I got you. Second out of the inning. Top half of the 5th. Again,
Second baseman, number 4,
Hot Dogs
Xavier
lead the
Ferris.
Braves 1-0.
Xavier Ferris up to bat. Strikeout and a walk on the day for him.
He took it in the hip early in the game. Got the free pass. Take strike 1 on that outside corner with fastball. I would expect either a curveball or a slider in here. Keep him guessing. Deacon moves to the outside. Gives him a deep out and away.
And he went really deep and out of the way there.
Went deep and out of the way, so. One on 1 to count. Lopez up and out way again. Good ball 2. Deacon Spencer kind of coming in late in the season to this catching role. Done a really nice job here for the Hot Dogs. Fastball down the middle. Couldn't quite catch up to it, making it 2-2. Two outs. Top half of the 5th inning. Frankfort leads 1-0. Gets him on a fastball on the outside corner for the 3rd out of the inning.
Strikeout number 9.
Strikeout number 9. Wow.
In the top half of the 5th inning. For the bottom half, Hot Dogs still leading 1-0.
So going into the bottom half of 5th inning.
Indiana High School Athletic Association
Frankfort's
proud to salute
managed
our friends and supporters from Indiana Farm
2
Bureau
hits for 1
Stop
run.
knocking on wood. Thanks also
The difference being the 2
to
errors
following
that the
sponsors,
Indian
Wilson,
Creek
the
has
official
had.
Game ball, the Indianapolis Colts, the Indiana Pacers, and Indiana Fever proud to support Indiana's game at all levels. Methodist Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for all state championship events. Ivy Tech Community College, reach your goal at Ivy Tech. Sharp Business Systems, saluting great athletes and even better students. Sport Graphics, turning our creative experience into your results. Indiana Criminal Justice Institute, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time. Herb Jones, the official championship ring provider for the IHSAA. And Indiana Careers and Construction Association, built to succeed. Two up for the Hot Dogs in the bottom half of the 5th inning will be Boone, Valdez, Sandoval, and Lopez. Also, a scoring update from Game 2 at the Evansville Regional. Going into the bottom half of the 5th inning, Vincent Lincoln has taken a 1-0 lead over Evansville Memorial. Correction, 1-0 Vincent Lincoln going to the 6th.
I'd like to give another county team, the Rossville Hornets, congratulations on their first win tonight. They 4-2, so they're in the championship game 8 o'clock tonight.
Connor Boone.
Connor Boone will lead off for the Hot Dogs, the top of the 5th inning.
Single and a strikeout for Connor.
Foul
ball right up over the top of us.
Pitch number 1 for Sprung. We just got a message that Sprung has committed to play baseball at the University of Xavier. So, Xavier University getting a pretty talented little pitcher here. Curveball gets Boone on the outside there for strike 2. Boone lets that one go on the outside. Eyes it all the way to the glove. Wasn't sure.
Held off on that.
Another good curveball, hanging curveball by Sprung. So Boone eyes it. Doesn't bite. Driving the count to 2-2. Curveball again on the inside on his hands. Boone was forced to swing. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning.
His 7th strikeout of the game.
So,
Pitchers
pitchers combined so far for 16 strikeouts. If you're doing the math here, and that's 5.5 innings of play, 2 strikeouts an inning is pretty good for both these guys. Another curveball.
Jose struck out and grounded out to the shortstop in his first 2 at-bats.
No, we can see it pretty well up here when it starts breaking, but I know we're down there in that box. It's a whole new game. Sandoval stays in there on that one. Lets it run in on his hands. Keeps his head high. Tries to drive it. Just gets it just a little low on the handle. Make the count 0-2.
That one looked like a ball was stuck to his hand.
Yeah, a little wild pitch there. Spong knew it when he let it go. He just trying to throw a gas pitch in there, see what could happen. You get that far ahead in the count, you just say, hey, throw everything but the kitchen sink. Another curveball.
Oh, chopper
Sandoval
up the middle.
chopper fields it, makes the play for the second out of the inning.
There's the hot dog pitcher number 2, Christian Lopez.
Strikeout and grounded out to the shortstop. His first 2 at bats.
Yeah, they had him pegged pretty well. He hit that one up the middle
Yep.
earlier, and he hit it. I mean, he hit it solid, so, but shortstop had him played, so. Lopez is dangerous with power, so. Takes curveball and on the hand, strike 1. Lopez looking for a fastball to drive. He gets one on the outside. I believe that's his favorite pitch. He likes to wait for that, so. Gets the curveball on the outside. Sprong must know that, you know, that's what Lopez is looking for, because he's not giving him anything in the middle of the plate. So he's keeping everything away or in on his hands. They give him a fastball way out to see if he'll chase, and he says nope. Making the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, fed him the fastball that he wanted, but only gave him 1 opportunity at it. So, Spong throws it. He comes in holding his elbow, though, so he's holding his elbow. The coaches are looking at it. It's not looking good for Sprong over there. They're gathered around him here, so he's acting like he's got a little bit of pain in that elbow, so we all know when that starts happening, it's usually a pitcher change coming up. We'll keep an eye on, see if Indian Creek sends anybody down to the bullpen and start warming up this half the inning. So after 5 innings of play, we have the Hot Dogs leading the Braves 1-0. 6 hits in the game, 17 strikeouts. So this is definitely that pitcher's duel, Brett, that we talked about before the game. It's held true so far through 5.
I mean, just a nice game all the way around. For those that enjoy baseball, enjoy those defensive matchups, the pitcher matchups, this has really been a game. And we're going to get an idea of what Sprong's elbow is really like, because he's due up first in this inning.
Oh, okay.
He is. He's rubbing that.
He's still in the batters on the on-deck circle. He's still kind of
rubbing that elbow. See how he feels when he gets
this must be his dad over here. He's sporting the Xavier hat. Looks like we got number 4 down the bullpen warming up, so
let's go to
that'll be Ferris. Xavier Ferris. Kind of ironic. Sprong going to Xavier. They start warming up Xavier, so
Xavier Ferris, who's warming up in the bullpen, he's a 5-1 on the season, a 1.02 ERA.
Which,
according
to this, that would be their number 2. So
yeah.
they're not sparing anything here. They're going after the winning.
That would like that to have that as their number 1, and that's their number 2. So
yeah, that's
tremendous.
Lopez starts out, first pitch with the strike, which is, statistically you want to see from your pitcher. You want him starting out first pitch strike. A lot of guys, at all levels take that first strike. So if you can throw one in there, you're at the advantage now. Put the hitters behind.
And Sprong's 2 for 2 on the day. Both that rocket out to center field, and then the line drive out to the outfield.
And he gets a little chopper to Lopez, right back to him. Easy play over to Compton for the first out of the inning.
Batters number 24, Trevor Ankney.
Ankney comes to the plate.
Got caught looking twice so far today. See what Christian delivers here on his first pitch.
Again, that's that curveball, first pitch strike.
So important, right, Billy? You tell your pitchers, focus on that first pitch strike to set up that at bat.
Well, if you look at the statistics going in, I mean, if you start out with a first pitch strike, it statistically it says you're going to throw 2 to 3 less pitches that at bat. So, if a guy comes in and starts out with a ball, the pitcher's looking for the next pitch to be a strike. It's kind of a hitter's pitch where, a nice little full swing bunt. Sandoval gets it. Pulls him off, pulls Compton off the bag, the umpire says.
Pulls him off the bag? I don't know.
Umpire said he was pulled off the bag. Compton begs to differ, but either way, that goes down as an infield hit.
Yeah.
Again, one of those full swing bunts that you just cannot do anything about.
Just the overall hustle of Jose to get in to get the ball over to Braden. It's
But the sophomore comes to bat.
2 strikeouts on the day.
Lopez starts off with look like a chest-high fastball, just missing on the inside.
Inky over there popping off after the little cutout there. I'm looking to see Deacon maybe do a throwback.
Nice strike on the outside corner. Looks like they're retreating. They seen Deacon pick that one off earlier today, and they a little wiser, a little quick step back to the bag versus a little lollygagging they had earlier today. So Lopez going to keep him honest. Hey, just because I'm not double glancing you doesn't mean I'm not looking at you.
I know you're there.
Another curveball. Deacon throws back behind, and just about gets him again. I'm not sure if Enke wasn't paying attention in the second inning when Deacon threw that guy out, or he just thought, well, I'm faster than his arm. But either way, it was another good play by Deacon Spencer. So strike looking on that one, driving the count to 2-2. 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Hot Dogs lead 1-0. Deacon pops up. Enke quickly retreats back to the base this time. Deacon says, I'm watching you. Get a full count. 1 out. Runner on first base for the Braves. Lopez on the fastball, chest high, strike 3, gets him swinging for the second out of the inning.
That is number 20, Colby Marker.
Marker, the first baseman, comes to the plate. First pitch outside.
Struck out both times. Reached first on that drop third strike.
Enke on first over there. Lopez not really worried about him because, you got 2 outs, focused on the batter at the plate. Gets him on a curveball to the outside, little hanging curveball. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first base. Hot Dogs lead 1-0. Strike 2, swinging. Top of the 6th inning. Sectional 25 regional first game. Frankfort Hot Dogs and the Indian Creek Braves. Breaking ball that just didn't quite break. Lopez says, hey, that's on me. Marker gets out of the way of it because he didn't want to take that. Was going to go right in his ear hole. You know, you're all for taking one unless it's coming at your head. It's coming at your head, it's a whole another ball game. Especially with somebody like Lopez and Spong, you know, that's still in the high 80s, stuff like that. You get one coming to your head, you're going, I know these helmets are built for 85 mile an hour, but I'm not willing to take one. Gets a
Full count.
full count.
Just missed on the outside corner there.
Just missed on the outside corner. The bench wanted it. The umpire says nope. So, payoff pitch here, 3-2. 2 outs. See what's going to go. And he throws another one up high over his head. Spencer grabs a hold of it. Keeps the runner retreated at second base. So, not a big deal. Again. Coach Andy Dudley going to go to the mound, have a conversation.
Wyatt Run, the next batter up, he's made contact both times at the plate. Went to third base and then the line drive out to center field. So potential.
Well, I'm going to guess that you're going to. This is going to be a swing away scenario with a runner on first and second.
With 2 outs.
I wouldn't think that you're going to see a bunt defense here. You know, he's probably went out there and says, "Hey, let's go after this batter. How you feeling?" Checking out his pitch count.
Number 6, Wyatt.
You know, he's probably looking at his pitch count, going, "Hey, you're up there in the 90s. You're getting close here. So let's settle down. Your pitch command at this, you know, late in the game is very crucial. You know, with 2 innings still to play, you want to try to maximize your innings and your pitch count. So." Lopez starts out with a low, ain't good ball, throws it to center field. Deacon Spencer, nothing hurt. Deacon Spencer, well, you can't blame Deacon for wanting to throw it down there. Shortstop, the guy on second was pretty far off, and I think a good throw gets him. But good heads-up play by Casey Henry, come charging in there to keep the runner back at second. He a little bit injured and shook up on the play, so. Nothing hurt on that play. No. So we'll reset. Everybody will go back and start again with 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Misses on the outside again. So we got 2 balls. Good curveball there. You know, that's 5 straight balls by Lopez. So, you know, he was in a take situation right there. So, 2 balls, 1 strike. Gets him swinging there. Foul ball. Foul ball. So now we're 2-2. 2-2 count. Runner on first and second. 2 outs. Two the count. Curve ball. Fouls it off.
Staying alive.
We got a pitch count there, but Todd, for Christian.
He had 80 through the 5th.
Okay. So he's probably well and just approaching 100 here. Everybody wanting to balk. By rule, his foot come around. He does not have to throw it as long as his front foot does clear the rubber. A lot of people misconcept that rule and they say, oh, it's a balk. No. As long as the front toe crosses the rubber, he does not have to throw the ball. It's not a fake. Gets him swinging. Gets the out for the third out. Base is occupied on drop third strike. He can still go, though. It's still live ball with two outs. So
2 outs, it's a live ball. So
Deacon made a
has
good
to throw
heads-up
it.
play. He just ran him down. He says, hey, I got all day.
One hit. There were
I'll
no
make
hot
this
dog
play.
errors and 2 men left on base. For the bottom half of the 6th inning, Hot Dogs still leading 1-0.
Be sure would be nice to get another run here.
It would be.
Little-
It's
little,
one.
little-
You know,
little
anytime
some
you're in a
extra.
1-0 ball game, anything can happen. So a little, if you can connect an insurance run here or there, it's always a positive. That one run, we seen one run go away just like that in the last inning.
2 up for the Hot Dogs in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Indian Creek will be
Wilkins,
making a
Henry,
pitching
Hot
change
Dogs.
just this inning, in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
And Billy, Christian is 103 pitches now.
Okay, so Lopez is 103, and we thought Spong had a little bit of an elbow issue last time, and looks like that was confirmed. They're taking him out. So now we're going to get in, to the number 2 for
Attention,
Indian
please.
Creek.
New pitcher for the Braves.
So Billy
Number
Sprung
4.
threw 93
Xavier.
pitches through 5 innings, struck out 9, gave up 2 hits, and the 1 unearned run.
Pretty
So,
amazing stats. I
Again,
mean,
he for the season .65, averaging almost 2 strikeouts per inning, and he's on it.
there's
yeah, I mean-
a reason that young man's going to play Division I baseball.
It is.
And
he showed it.
He showed it. He stepped up in a big time situation. You're talking about, the regionals, and he says, "Hey, here's what I got." Unfortunately, a couple plays, out of his control. He did what he had to do. He got a couple choppers. The plays just couldn't be made, but that doesn't reflect on his pitching ability. That just says,
No,
"Hey,
it doesn't.
plays weren't made. I did my job." And you see, Xavier University's getting a heck of a pitcher here. I just went and watched the Purdue Xavier game 2 weeks ago, so had a nice little
How'd that look?
good game. Purdue ended up winning the game, but looking at what looking forward to next year going to the Purdue Xavier game and see another Indiana kid on the Xavier side of things. So
Billy, it looks like we were also changing catchers.
The new catcher.
Look, we're
for the
going with
Braves, number
Wyatt
6,
Rund.
Wyatt Rund moving to second
Okay.
base. Number 24, Trevor Ankney.
So we got all kinds of moves going on here for Indian Creek. They new second baseman, new Ankney moves to second base.
Yep.
Rudd goes behind the plate.
You have Jack Wilkins for the
And
Dogs
in
coming
third
up.
is number 5, Mitch Will.
Struck
leading
out
off for
and,
the Hot Dogs
was
in
hitting
the
the-
bottom half of the 6th inning.
Hit by a pitch there in
Number
his
9.
last at bat.
Yeah, he took
Jack
one in the
Wilkins.
lower hip area. First pitch, low and away.
Straight up, right back behind us.
Oh, right behind us.
Yeah. Again, Bill, if you had your net, I think you would have had that one. Jack goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Brings up Casey Henry. Casey
Number 13, Casey Henry.
was hit by a pitch and walked for his 2 at bats so far.
Take strike one looking. Low and away. Gets him. Henry didn't act like he really wanted to chase that pitch, but it was kind of like he's going to fend it off maybe. You know, if he can get a foul ball out of it, or, you know.
It was close
Either
enough,
way, yeah.
Close enough not to take.
It's kind of one of those, he thought it was a strike when he let it go, so. Ferris not acting like every pitch. He's not liking the mound right now, so he's kind of unhappy with his footwork. Ferris only a junior, and he's got some pretty impressive stats himself, so. Oh, a nice curveball. Real nice hanging curveball for the strikeout there. Second out of the inning, bringing up Braden Compton.
There's the first baseman, number 8, Braden Compton.
And Braden's walk be his 2 at-bats.
Takes first pitch, low down the middle. For a ball. 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Or bottom of the 6th inning. Hot Dogs lead 1-0. Ferris throws another strike down the middle. Compton can't connect on it. Strike 1. 1-1 to count. 2 out.
Just really smooth movement out there for Ferris.
Hanging curveball. Back away for strike 2. Yeah, Ferris is he's
really a natural thrower out there.
he's got a high natural kick, so he's long off the mound. Looks like he gets out and down really well here.
Extension off the rubber there.
Pretty fluent. He's getting his back hip rotated down the mound, which is, you know, gives you that nice push. So low and away. Full count. Compton up the bat. Hot Dogs 2 outs this inning, so leading 1-0. Bottom of 6th inning. Another foul ball. So Compton looking at least an 8-pitch at bat here. So that goes down in the old quality at bat. Takes ball 4 inside. Ferris wanted it. The catcher wanted it, but the umpire said no.
And here comes that freshman hitter that's really come through both times, Billy.
Deacon Spencer, he's been red hot right now. He's putting the ball in play.
He's hit the ball hard, and
he
really
sprayed it to both sides of the field too, and both times neither guy was able to make the play. So, I mean,
both errors on the scoreboard.
If you want to be a little sneaky here, you could always, you know, Deacon can bunt too. Deacon's a heck of a bunter, so, you know, don't. They give. Coach Dudley believes in him. He says, "Hey, he's red hot right now, man. I'm letting this kid swing the bat, and he's doing a heck of a job at it." Up, foul ball. 0-2 the count. Runner on first base. Bottom of 6th inning. 2 outs. Hot Dogs lead 1-0. Again, this is sectional 25, first game of the regional championship. Winner will play tonight at 8 o'clock versus the winner of the Cardinal Renner Edgewood game, which is up next. Deacon Spencer with a little floater to center field. Second baseman's on it, drops it. It's in the sun. Lost it in the sun. 3 guys surround it. Nobody gets it. So again, Deacon Spencer comes through. Another recipient.
Little hit and run there, Billy, with an 0-2 count.
0-2 count. Why not?
Puts in a play, does his job.
And now
we got runners on the corner.
Jade Ayers come through here. We got first and third. Deacon's fast on the corner over here at first base. So
Number 1, Jade Ayers.
Jade Ayers had that swinging bunt.
I would guess that's going to go down in the book as an error, which that means 3 errors for Indian Creek, all at the hands of Deacon Spencer so far.
No, they scored that a hit, Billy.
Yeah, unless they thought it was in the sun, but I would think 3 guys surrounding it. It almost have to be scored in there. That guy had his glove camped out under it and just didn't see it. Dead ball. Jade Ayers takes one on the shoulder, bringing up the top of the lineup with bases loaded. 2 outs. Roger Angeles comes to the plate.
Who's, his last 2 at-bats, Billy, he has rocked the ball out to center field.
Yeah,
Let's see what he
he's
can
got
do
some
here
shots.
on this new pitcher. That's what Roger has in it.
Indians will take a little break here. Coach will come out, try to settle him down. Tell Xavier probably, hey, man, don't worry about it. He puts one in play, we make an out, you're out of a jam. Not a big deal. Coach walks away. Usually you can address the body language on these some of these pitchers, so Xavier, he doesn't really look like he's shaken up at all. Most of these guys have been in this situation thousands of times, You get in a jam, you're on the hill because you can get yourself out. You're composed. Angeles with a big swing on the swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th inning, Hot Dogs lead 1-0.
The 3rd time we've had the bases loaded today.
Oh, Angeles with a bunt,
great
and
bunt.
He's fast, he's quick, and he beats it out.
He bunts for a
Another little pop-up in the middle of nowhere, and Angeles, I told you, he's a soccer player. I think he plays a striker position, so usually in that position, you're a guy that's going to run downfield, you're going to score because you're quick.
You're not going to do the sucker goal.
No, he's fast, and he put it in play. Everybody
really
playing
nice
back.
play.
Again, I told
an
you that
RBI
a trick play at some point in time may be that assurance we needed, and there you go. Coach Dudley puts it in.
Take advantage of a miscue out there for what would have been the 3rd out.
Yeah, brings up the freshman Connor Boone back up to the plate.
Single, 2 strikeouts. Let's see what he does with Xavier on the mound.
Connor ropes it to second, right to him for the 3rd out, but that's okay because Frankfort gets a little insurance at the hands of Roger Angeles in the bottom of the 6th inning to take the lead 2-0.
On a pair of base hits, there were no Brave errors. 3 men left on base. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Hot Dogs leading the Braves 2-0. Leading off for the Braves in the top half of the 7th inning, number 12, Clay Key.
Hot Dogs come back in the top of the 7th. Lopez looks to come back to try to finish this thing out. And leading off for the Braves.
Number 12, Clay K. Pop up to Christian, and I pop up to Roger. His 2 at-bats.
Indian Creek down. Oh, a fly ball center field. Casey Henry thought he had it, and he burns the center fielder Casey Henry for a leadoff double. Henry looked like he had it, and he just kind of got second guess there, and
He might just misjudged the, the depth there on that.
I think that's all it was. Is he thought he was on it, and then the wind, maybe a little bit of the gust of the wind, and
we're going to change pitchers, Billy.
We're going to change pitchers. We're going to bring in Jose Sandoval. That got the Indian Creek fans on their feet. Pause here for a couple seconds while we get Jose warmed up.
I have your attention. New pitcher, number 3, Jose Valdez Sandoval.
Okay, Valdez warmed up, taking the mound.
Billy, real quick, Christian Lopez finished the game with 104 pitches, 11 strikeouts, 5 hits, no runs.
Pretty impressive stats. Again, Christian will be taking his game to the next level at Marian University. One count for the batter, number 3. Devin Parr.
Devin Parr flew out to left field and struck out.
Sandoval with a little bit quicker pace than what Lopez has on the mound. (3-1) the count, no outs, runner on second base. Hot Dogs lead 2-0 in the top of the 7th inning. Sandoval walks the first guy. Bringing up the next batter, Wyatt Phillips.
And the shortstop, Wyatt Phillips, is committed to take his baseball playing out to Indianapolis at the University of Indianapolis, UIndy.
Very nice. He's been a pretty solid batter to play today, too, if had any bet.
Wyatt's popped up and flew out today, so nice solid play there.
Nice
double play. Nice
6-4-3 double play.
6 unassisted, Billy. 6
unassisted. That's right. Yeah. He took it himself. That was Roger Angeles for the double play. 2 outs. Nice little pick-me-up there by Roger Angeles on that to get to that. Again, you know, speed at shortstop got him to that ball.
And pitching right now, Xavier Ferris is up to bat. He's gotten on base a couple times. One time, struck out twice, walked once.
That did move a runner into scoring position. First pitch strike. So runner on third, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. So if Frankfort can hold them, they will advance to tonight's championship. Oh, a little hit to second base, a little bobble. Cole Wills gets it, beats him, and that's the ball game. Frankfort holds on 2-0 to advance to tonight's championship at 8 p.m.
That's a great game, Billy. Great game. Dogs on 2 hits, or 2 runs on 4 hits. Indian Creek, no runs, 6 hits, 2 errors.
Those 2 errors they were the costing point of the game.
They really
I
is.
mean, ultimately,
Both errors, and were both hit by Deacon.
take nothing away from both
Deacon.
teams, though, man. It was a great pitching duel, and they both came to play, and it was the game we thought it would be.
Yes.
So,
It was a
well,
great
welcome.
game.
We're going to have to sign off, and we like to welcome everybody back at 8 o'clock tonight, where Frankfort will take the winner, the Cardinal winner, Edgewood game tonight at 8 p.m. So we'll get off here, go to BW3's, find something to eat or something like that. We'll be back to broadcast the championship game tonight. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in.